Alright guys, and we are back for another video here on the Subdivisions of Southern Illinois. Now you notice I haven't made a Subdivisions of Southern Illinois in like probably almost 2 months now. Why? I don't know. So, I've decided to come out with 2 back-to-back episodes. So yesterday, you saw the NS St. Louis district, and now it's time for the CN St. Louis sub. Now then, don't rail fan on this line. Don't rail fan on the CN St. Louis sub because, now, the CN St. Louis sub is not a bad line, but the traffic is just pathetic over there. The CN St. Louis sub only gets 1 to 3 trains a day, and you gotta be really lucky as well. And I'll tell you about that later. So, the CN St. Louis sub. Okay, this is the Centralia sub, and the CN St. Louis sub will then split off of the Centralia sub and veer off west towards St. Louis. So it's not a very long line, as you can see. It is not a very long line of trackage there, which is probably why it doesn't get very many trains a day or something. But, however, though, we do. But anyway, the CN St. Louis sub was formerly owned by the Gulf Mobile and Ohio Railroad, which then its predecessor, ICG, took over the line until 1999 when Canadian National bought IC. So then CN took over the line then. So the CN St. Louis sub has had 3 owners, Gulf Mobile in Ohio, then ICG, and now, currently, Canadian National, the best railroad ever. So anyway, about what I said earlier, to never rail fan on the CN St. Louis sub. Why should you never rail fan on the CN St. Louis sub? Because almost every train on there is nocturnal. There are 2 CN locals, but they almost always run at night. It is rare to see a daylight move on the St. Louis sub. People have caught a daylight move on the St. Louis sub before, but it's rare. Anyway, these 2 CN locals are L546 and L504. CN L546 heads south in Centralia, Illinois on the Centralia sub, splits off onto the St. Louis sub at DuQuoin, and then heads west towards St. Louis, which is where the train terminates at, and then they'll just turn around and come back, and the symbol will still stay the same. Same also with L504, but however, instead of L504 terminating at East St. Louis, L504 actually terminates at Baldwin, Illinois. Those are the only 2 locals that run on the St. Louis sub. None of them are daily. CN L546 runs Sunday through Friday, taking Saturday off, and L504 only running on Tuesdays and Fridays. So good luck catching L504, because you're going to have to be a night owl, and you're going to have to be there on a Tuesday or a Friday. Of course, though, there are also extra trains and as-needed trains that will run. There are also coal trains that will take the CN St. Louis sub that come from the BNSF Beardstown sub. The BNSF Beardstown sub uses a connection track in Centralia, Illinois to connect onto the CN. It will then change crews at Terminal Road and then head south. Then it'll do the same thing, split off at DuQuoin and then head west toward Baldwin, Illinois. Because this coal train is a Baldwin. You can just call it a Baldwin train for short. There are 2 Baldwin trains on a run. There's a loaded one and an empty one. The loaded one heads west, while the empty one heads east. The loaded symbol is C744, while the empty symbol is C745. There are also a set of crude oils that will run on the CN St. Louis sub, which are trains U709 and U710. U709 heads east, and I believe U710 heads west. I believe that's how it is. Then there is also a set of grain trains that are on the St. Louis sub as well. G870 and G871. G870 heads west while G871 heads east. There are also two wheat trains that very rarely ever run on the St. Louis sub. To get to the CN St. Louis sub, you gotta take the Centralia sub and then split off at DuQuoin. Yeah, like all trains that run on the St. Louis sub will also run on the Centralia sub. Anyway, these two other grain trains very rarely run, just like G870 and G871. These two trains are actually wheat trains, and the grain cars look different too, saying grains connect, but this is a wheat train. CN G895 and G896 are your symbols. G896 heads southbound, while G895, its counterpart, goes north. Well, that's actually pretty much all to say about the St. Louis sub. Never really got very many trains a day, you know. And more than half of there are no daily trains on the St. Louis sub. No dailies. The closest thing you can get is L546. The St. Louis sub does have a lot of good power. There is a lot of good power on the St. Louis sub, but you should never railfan on the St. Louis sub, because more than likely everything is going to run at night. Daylight moves are rare. And if you are in the daylight, chances are the only thing you're going to get is a Baldwin coal train. And you would want to see the Baldwin local more. Yeah. You could check out this line, or you could go there at the right time when you know for sure a train is coming. But good luck. And now, I will show you footage of trains that I have caught on the St. Louis sub for you guys. Oh, anyway, you're not going to believe how much footage I have of trains on the St. Louis sub. Not 10 videos, not 20 videos, not 100 videos, but 0. That's right, I have no footage of trains on the CN St. Louis sub. That's a huge problem, right? So what should I do? Just end the video? Alright, I get it. You want a compilation. Well, no worries, because I got you. I'm going to show you trains on the CN Centralia sub that were headed to the St. Louis sub. That's the best I can do, but hey, at least I was able to solve the problem. I will include train symbols as well at the bottom. Enjoy.
go.